Titillating Tuesday. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?
Alright, welcome to Titillating Tuesday. It's now the 9th of August 2022. Hot day, heat wave. We're waiting for the effects of the CME to kick in. You know, the Carrington event, when it happened, there was power lines that went down, just things exploded and everything like that. And when you start to see heat waves that produce those kind of things, well, then you see an EMP in the area, in the vicinity. You got to think, innit? Maybe it's these heat waves are mini Carrington events. I'm really calling that mini Carrington events, innit? So it's possible to know when the CME is gonna come. As soon as you see a large spot in the sun, you know that a couple of days from there, well, the Carrington event was actually visible to the naked eye. Maybe so bright, burst of light from the sun, and then that was it. Then you knew 2 days from there, it was gonna hit. But it reminds me of biblical days. And then I saw a documentary where I can't remember the specifics of it, where somebody said that the miracles that happened when the Jews were led out of Egypt are possible, but it will take divine intervention, because you could say that everything was just right at that time. But then how did he know that those events will start happening? Yeah, it's as simple as just looking in the water and seeing the sun. See a giant hole in it, you know that a couple of days from there, if you're at the right place, all kinds of fuckeries will happen. Yes, it is possible. So it's a bit like when you say evolution and then you say creationism, isn't it? Because like evolution will be like saying, how did this light get here? Then an evolution way of looking at things would be like, well, plants and animals died. Yeah, no, first of all, there was a big bang. Yeah, then it turned into stars, planets, animal, plants. Yeah, and then dead plants became fossil fuels, and then from fossil fuels they came polymers and plastics, and from plastics it became something that was processed by a manufacturing plant, and then from the manufacturing plant it was something that was sent to a wholesaler and retailer, and then from there it was brought from the shop and was brought here, like it done it itself. No, then you're gonna, if you was to say it like in a creationist way, you say first of all somebody, an observer, observed, and then you know, like how you pray to some water and it basically starts to taste better. Or I saw a piece on YouTube where somebody did an experiment where they prayed them 3 glasses of water filled with rice, and you talk to it in a bad way, it starts to rot and go off. You talk to it in a good way, it ferments a little bit, it becomes sake. So things like that. So maybe somebody talked the bang into happening, and then he talked the stars and planets, and then he talked the animals and plants. Then he obviously from there on the animals and plants died, became fossilized, and he was talking through it. And then a man got this fossil fuels, got polymers from it. Then another man took it to the processing center, yeah, and made it into a lighter. Then another man took it to wholesalers. Then another man took it to retailer. Then I went to the shop and brought it here. So both are right, but it's just a different way of saying it. Yeah. So it's a kind of thing that's been perplexing me all day. You know, they different ways of looking at this, of explaining this world, because theories are just explanations of facts. Yeah, a good theory, a correct theory is an explanation of fact. A theory itself cannot be fact, because there can be multiple theories to a fact and they can both be right. A theory is just a way of explaining something. You can explain the same thing two different ways and you'll be right. Yeah, so a theory is not fact. A theory that explains the facts is a good theory, is a correct theory, but if there's two of them, you can't dismiss any of them. Yeah. So that's why it's kind of like apples and pears. It depends on what you like, innit? Yeah. So you're right either way, you know, but it's just attention to detail, isn't it? Yeah. So that's kind of like, oh yeah, let me do today's joke. Yeah, don't want to reveal too much there, do I now? Yeah, what is the fastest time to do the Our Father prayer? Yeah. Alright, I'll play it for you. Listen.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
So that's the text to speech at 5 times the speed. That's 7 seconds. I don't know if you could call it a joke, but yeah, it makes me laugh still. Yeah, so you know when you go to your clergyman and they punish you, they say do 10 Our Fathers, because it's about listening to it, isn't it? When you listen to words that can make you heal, you heal. You know, so you can listen to that 10 times. You got a minute in it. 7 seconds times 10 is 70 seconds. That's a minute 10 seconds. Like, yeah, you could play that, and as long as you hear it 10 times, you say it to yourself. But the objective is for you to hear it. Yeah, as long as you hear it 10 times, you're done, innit? So you can do the Our Father, 10 of them on the go, innit? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know why people struggle with these things, man. It's a gimme, man. AI, well, it depends, innit? It depends on what you want to use it for, innit? But it's also true. It's also true. Them kind of religious punishment there, you can do that too, innit? Because I was thinking, yeah, there's two ways of looking at what's happening. Yeah, placebo is a scientifically accepted fact. No, it's a theory about a scientifically accepted theory about facts, yeah, that we have. But there's also a religious explanation. So it's a bit like, how would I put it? Yeah, yeah. What would I use? What would I use? Yeah, I've got a bottle of water here. So if I told you, yeah, that I can use one of these items, yeah, to heal you, but there's no active ingredient in it. Just imagine this is a pill, a capsule, a pill, yeah. I can use one of these two items to heal you, but there's no active ingredient in it. Now, what do you call a pill that has no active ingredient in it? That's just filler. When you make Panadol or paracetamol, there's the active ingredient, and the rest of it is filler. So it's chalk. So I can either heal you with chalk or water. Which one would you prefer? Yeah? Why would you be eating chalk? So anyway, they make sweet pills. They have no active ingredient, but they can heal you good. Yeah? So just look at the time. So basically, why I choose the religious method is that most of the illnesses we have, doctors nowadays use the placebo to heal you. So you depend on the confidence, your confidence in your doctor is what's healing you. There's actually no active ingredient in that. Yeah. But religious people use water, yeah, that we end up calling holy water. Yeah, there's no active ingredient in it, scientifically speaking, but it does the same thing. Yeah, so I'll prefer to be drinking because water. We choose water. We could have chosen chalk. We choose water because that's the purest thing. Yeah, and it can quench your thirst as well. So it does multiple things apart from healing you as well. Yeah.
Titillating Tuesdays. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?
Like, subscribe, share.